The drama surrounding Shedeur Sanders and the Cleveland Browns has reached a boiling point, igniting debate across the NFL landscape and setting social media ablaze. What started as an ordinary pre-game warm-up has turned into a defining moment for a franchise teetering between potential revival and yet another season of disappointment. When cameras caught Sanders on the field before the Browns' matchup against the New York Jets, it wasn't just routine preparation, it was a statement. The energy in Cleveland was tense, the air thick with the kind of nervous hope that has haunted Browns fans for decades. Yet in the middle of that chaos stood Shedeur Sanders, moving with calm confidence, throwing crisp spirals, and exuding the kind of poise that screamed starter, not backup. Every movement told a story. His footwork was sharp, his passes precise, and his demeanor unshaken. For a moment, it was as if everyone watching forgot he was second on the depth chart. This wasn't a man content with holding a clipboard. This was a player ready to take command of an offense desperate for a pulse. The footage of that warm-up spread like wildfire, reaching millions online, sparking debates on talk shows, and reigniting the long-simmering frustration within Browns Nation. Fans have seen enough mediocrity to recognize when something different, something promising, emerges before their eyes. To them, this wasn't just practice footage. It was a glimpse into what could be the franchise's long-awaited turning point. Reports that week confirmed Sanders had officially been promoted to the QB2 role, a move that already shook the locker room hierarchy. He had leapfrogged others who had been waiting longer, signaling that the coaching staff might finally be acknowledging his potential. Yet, while his new title was official, his opportunities were not. The Browns' offense has been struggling, plagued by inconsistency and missed chances. Drives stall where they should explode, red zone possessions fizzle out, and fans are left staring at scoreboards wondering why the same predictable patterns keep repeating. In the midst of it all, Sanders has stood by, helmet in hand, watching an offense drown while knowing he might be the lifeline no one's throwing. That's where the real tension lies. The fans see it. The analysts see it. The media sees it. Everyone, it seems, except the men calling the shots on the sidelines. If the Browns continue to falter and Sanders remains benched, head coach Kevin Stefanski's decisions will come under fire like never before. Every incompletion, every failed third down, every wasted possession will amplify one unavoidable question. Why isn't Shedeur Sanders playing? Coaches live and die by their quarterback choices, and this one could define Stefanski's tenure in Cleveland. Because if Sanders eventually gets a shot, and shines the way many expect him to, then it will expose just how long the coaching staff might have been getting it wrong. The footage that ESPN Cleveland posted wasn't just viral for its aesthetics. It was symbolic. Those few seconds captured something more powerful than statistics or scouting reports ever could. It showed a young quarterback not only ready but hungry, prepared to seize the moment the instant it arrives. The reaction online was immediate and overwhelming. Comment sections flooded with calls to let the kid play. Even neutral fans began chiming in, puzzled by Cleveland's refusal to shake things up. That's the power of perception. When a player looks that good in preparation, he starts to redefine what fans expect to see in performance. But beyond the fanbase's emotions lies the cold reality of professional football. Every game that passes without a shift in strategy pushes Cleveland closer to another wasted season. And in a league built on accountability, patience is a luxury few can afford. If the Browns drop another winnable game, ownership will be forced to take a hard look at leadership. At some point, excuses run out, and the narrative changes from trusting the process to time for change. The NFL has little mercy for those who fail to adapt, and the murmurs about Stefanski's job security grow louder with each misstep. What makes Sanders such a compelling figure in this storm isn't just his talent, it's his composure under pressure. Watching him in warm-ups, there's no sense of hesitation, no trace of the rookie nerves that often plague young players. He goes through his reads, sets his feet, and delivers with confidence. It's the kind of readiness you can't fake. The contrast between his precision and the offense's on-field struggles is glaring. When the team's current quarterback hesitates, Sanders executes. When others look uncertain, he looks assured. And when the fans see that difference, it becomes impossible to ignore. His pedigree only amplifies the pressure. Being the son of Deion Sanders, the legendary Hall of Famer known for confidence, excellence, and charisma, means every snap comes with expectation. But rather than shrink under that shadow, Shedeur has leaned into it, carrying himself with quiet intensity and purpose. He knows the weight of his name, and instead of letting it crush him, he's turning it into fuel. For Cleveland fans, who have endured endless cycles of disappointment, he represents something they haven't had in years: hope. And that's what makes the situation so explosive. Every day that Sanders remains sidelined, that hope begins to turn into resentment, not toward the player, but toward the decision-makers keeping him off the field. Browns fans have seen this story before. They've seen potential wasted by hesitation, by mismanagement, by sticking too long with what doesn't work. They're tired of maybe next year. They're tired of trust the plan. They want results, and Sanders might be their best shot at getting them. The clock is ticking in Cleveland. Each passing week, without a breakout performance, brings the season closer to irrelevance. The window to turn things around is closing fast, and the pressure on Stefanski's staff is suffocating. If the Jets game becomes another example of the offense sputtering and the coaching refusing to adapt, the public backlash will be deafening. Because now, thanks to that viral footage, everyone knows there's another option waiting. One who looks ready, one who carries himself like a leader, one who might just be the spark this team needs. For now, Shedeur Sanders waits, silent but prepared, knowing that his chance could come at any moment. When it does, the entire narrative around Cleveland could shift overnight. Maybe he becomes the hero who finally lifts the Browns out of mediocrity. Maybe he struggles like so many before him. Either way, when his number is finally called, all eyes will be on him, and nothing in Cleveland football will ever be the same again. What do you think, football fans? Is Shedeur Sanders the spark the Browns have been missing, or should the coaching staff stay patient with their current setup? Should Kevin Stefanski finally hand in the reins before it's too late, or risk losing the locker room and the season in the process? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoy this breakdown, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another deep dive into the biggest stories shaking up the NFL world.